Okay, so right now I've just put 4 of them in there. They're not as soft and squishy as I was hoping they'd be, so they might not actually be ideal. But I'm just going to slide the battery in to see how they work. Okay, right away I think they do make a difference, so I think it's going to be helpful with noise reduction. The battery there. Okay, so the next thing then is to cut this to fit, so I have to go inside and grab some scissors. Alright, so we've cut a piece using the bottom of the battery as our initial template. And we'll place it in the bottom here. Yeah, and then we'll just need to cut out the holes for those 2 notches in the bottom. And again, we'll use the battery as the template for that. You know what? Even okay, I just discovered another flaw with this battery, or this bike. So you see these holes? Okay, look at the square holes that they are. And then if you look in here, these are rectangular. So they don't even actually fit. It doesn't actually fit in these notches. How's that for poor designing? So what we actually need to do is fill this floor to raise it up. So look at that. So those are square, and then the notches in the bottom of the bike itself are rectangular. How lame is that? Frickin' Chinese junk. Okay, so I've just cut 3 pieces of this stuff, and we're just gonna lay it in the bottom. And because the battery just sits on top of this, it's just going to be like vibration absorption. So we'll take our battery pack here. And we're going to place it inside. Alright. And we're going to plug it in. Close it, and we're actually going to we'll take it for a test ride to see if that's made a difference in the noise, and we'll go down a bumpy street. Alright, so we're going to go for a quick spin, see if it's made any difference to noise levels. Just down the street from me here is a bumpy street, so we're going to go down the bumpy street. Definitely made a difference for battery noise anyways. The next thing that makes noise then is that front fairing. Alright, so that did make a noticeable difference in reduction of noise of the battery and the battery tray. So again, I'll show you what I did. Take the battery out. So I took some adhesive foam pieces, taped them against this back plate here that the battery rests against and can bounce against. And then in the bottom of the tray, I just took some rubbery door liner and put a few layers of it just sitting in the bottom, so the battery sits on top of that, and it's made a noticeable difference in noise and vibration reduction. So the next thing, when you go over bumps, this vibrates a lot, and I think it's So try and come up with a way to quiet this thing down. Seems to be. I'm gonna grab a screwdriver and try and tighten those bolts right now. I just have a minimal amount of tools. Oh yeah, so that wasn't even tight. That was tight. So yeah, I don't know if that's going to make a difference. So one bolt was actually loose. But these others were tight. So we'll go for another spin to see if that made a difference. Because the other thing I could do is, if that's doesn't reduce the noise. Hold on, let me get the battery in here. Guess I could buy rubber washers and put them in between here, and that would hopefully damp some of the vibration. So we'll take it for a quick spin to see if tightening that bolt made a difference. So yeah, tightening that one bolt on the fairing again made a difference. So we're definitely seeing a reduction in noise. Now the next thing that's making noise is the rear fender. Alright, so yeah, we've quieted this bike down quite a bit. I'll have to keep an eye on those bolts. But then the next thing that makes noise now is this rear fender. So let me make sure the bolts are tight on that. Very tight and almost stripped, because the people that assembled this thing are hacks. That one, yeah, so a couple of them were loose. I don't know how much a difference that's gonna make. And then up here, these ones are hard to get at, but they already feel pretty tight. Alright, well, we've quieted it down quite a bit. So yeah, just another slice of Living Life Electric. Thanks for watching. Bye.